The roots of the Bureau of Land Management go back over 200 years to when homesteading and staking claims were national priorities. The largest land management agency in the country manages 1 in every 10 acres of U.S. soil for a variety of purposes: recreation, livestock grazing, conservation, and timber. But the current administration is pushing an energy dominance agenda that will change the landscape forever. My name is Chandra Rosenthal. I'm the Rocky Mountain Field Director of Public Employees for Environmental Responsibility. We're a nonprofit that supports whistleblowers. We work with current and former public employees who are fighting for our natural resources and for strong environmental laws. Peers launched a campaign called Beyond 2020 to look at how to improve the workings of federal agencies such as the Bureau of Land Management. You may know BLM lands from their many campgrounds, or some of the stunning wilderness areas, or the national monuments. Maybe you've hiked, biked, or fished in these scenic regions of the country. These lands are home to our wildlife, our biodiversity, and are a haven for threatened and endangered species. But there's a lot more below the surface. Literally, consider hard rock mining and fracking and other oil and gas developments. Just recently, BLM decided to move forward with an oil and gas lease sale in the Red Rocks of Utah, despite opposition from local government, huge coalitions of conservation groups, and hundreds of public comment letters. Similar sales are happening in Nevada, Colorado, and Wyoming. The oil obsession has got to end. In fact, federal lands contribute 23% of the United States carbon emissions. Climate change is real. Have you heard of the Timms buckwheat? Not many people have, but the last remaining habitat on the planet for this small endangered thistle is located on BLM land and being leased by a lithium mine. A concerned BLM employee alerted Pierre to the threat, and we were able to work with the BLM to protect the plant. Sadly, someone wasn't happy with this decision and crept onto the site and dug up almost half of the last remaining plants in the world. It doesn't have to be a battle. As the agency approaches its 75th anniversary, it's time for visionary leadership. Recently, a BLM employee came to Pierre because their years of trying to enforce grazing rules resulted in their dismissal. There's been controversial cattle grazing on these lands for decades. While the land is meant to be shared, the damaging effects of overgrazing are not offset by the rock-bottom grazing fees when ranchers actually pay. It's time to reform grazing programs to something that works for the land and the ranchers. Read more in our Beyond 2020 Bureau of Land Management proposal. To learn more about our BLM work or about Pierre and what we do, please visit our website at peer.org and consider supporting us. Thank you.